All right, check this out. You guys are back on the episode of Blue Devil Reacts. What we have going on right now is a video of the 4 Americans that got kidnapped in Mexico. You know, 2 of them got killed, and I believe 2 of them survived. So this is an update video. So with no further ado, let's get it.
Now to the stunning image south of the border in Mexico today, and it comes, of course, after those 4 Americans were kidnapped, 2 of them shot and killed. Well, today, 5 alleged members of a notorious cartel tied up and left in public right at the scene of the kidnapping for all to see.
Check this out. Before we go, I said before on a previous live, I believe I said, somebody asked me about this video, and I said that it was hard to believe that the cartel would just kill Americans. The cartel does not kill Americans. The cartel knows that killing an American can lead to their whole country being shut down. You know, as much as people are prideful and say Mexico this, Mexico that, listen, Mexicans know that if you fuck around and you kill somebody from the U.S., it's over for you. It's over for you, all right? If anybody recalls, back in the 80s, they killed a DEA agent and all hell broke loose, you know. But let's go ahead and press play.
And authorities believe it was the cartel itself handing over those 5 suspects. A note left on the windshield, the cartel apologizing for the deadly attack on Americans. And late today, the bodies of those 2 Americans who died in the attack arriving back in the United States. ABC's Matt Rivers in Mexico City.
Those pictures that you see right there of those 4 people that were busted, there you go. This photo right here, all these people probably had nothing to do with it, right? But the cartel knows that they got to give somebody up. Okay, I guarantee you that the Mexican government hit up the cartel and said, look, the U.S. is coming down on us. You better give us something. If not, we're going to have to really bust somebody. Just give us anybody, right? And these people you see here, it's 5 people. I guarantee you that the cartel actually gave their families a big amount of money and said, look, once you go to jail, we'll try to get you out or do whatever we can. We'll get you a lawyer, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to take care of your family. And these people you see here are probably people that are poor, probably broke, probably don't have anything. And so they have no choice but to do it, to take care of their families, right? Because, listen, they're probably out here so broke to the point where they can't even buy food. So they're thinking like, all right, fuck it. I'll go to jail as long as my family's cool. So I guarantee you that's why they're okay with going to jail over this crime. You know, but let's go.
A note left on the windshield, the cartel apologizing for the deadly attack on Americans. And late today, the bodies of those 2 Americans who died in the attack arriving back in the United States. ABC's Matt Rivers in Mexico City again tonight.
Tonight, nearly a week after that horrific kidnapping of 4 Americans that left 2 of them dead in a Mexican border city, a notorious drug cartel is allegedly taking responsibility. In these photos from a source close to the investigation, the Gulf Cartel appearing to hand over the 5 members they say did it. The 5 men found tied up near a truck with guns, ammunition, and body armor at the same spot in Matamoros where the kidnapping took place. Plus,
it could also be a bunch of rookies, right? Like, sometimes you got youngsters in the crowd that are trying to prove something, you know, and they do the wrong thing. It's just like a gang, right? You got little homies from the gang that go out and steal a car and bring it back to the trap house, and they don't know why they did it, but they did it. And you're looking at them like, you stupid fuck, you know, all you're doing is bringing the cops over here, you know, but they're trying to prove that they're worthy. They're trying to prove that they're down. It's the same thing. It could be a bunch of young cartel members that don't know what they're doing and they think they're doing the right thing. So it could be either or.
Note on the windshield purportedly signed by the cartel references, quote, 4 kidnapped Americans, 2 of which died, adding, quote, we have decided to deliver those involved and directly responsible. The 5 men now in state police custody. Authorities not confirming whether these 5 were involved, but multiple Mexican law enforcement sources close to the investigation tell ABC News the cartel note is believed to be legitimate. Neither ABC News nor U.S. officials have been able to verify the note's authenticity.
I think they're doing it to take heat off of themselves. I do think this was their intent, was to sort of ease the pain as far as what pressure may be placed on the cartel.
Facts. That's what happened. That's what happened. Listen, the cartel didn't kill these Americans on purpose. It was accidental. Okay, they didn't wake up one day and say we're gonna kill 4 Americans. I can tell you that it happened accidental. Maybe those Americans were down there doing some illegal business transactions, buying drugs or doing something. But they said they were down there to get a BBL for the woman. I don't believe that. Why? Listen, you don't go that deep into Mexico for a BBL, okay? You go to TJ, you go to Mexicali, you go to San Luis, you go very close to the border. You don't go deep into Mexico for a BBL. What kind of bullshit is that? I guarantee you they were down there trying to score some dope, and thought that they weren't going to get into a wreck. I don't know how, man. On the way there's like 1,000 checkpoints with armed gunmen that you think are police but are fucking cartel members, And I guarantee you that the English they had was no good. I mean, the Spanish they had was no good. If they would have had a translator with them or a guide is somebody that's going to guide you through your whole experience. They'll be able to speak for you. They'll be able to show you the places you go, you don't go. I believe if they had one of those, they wouldn't have died. Nobody deserves to die, but I guarantee you they're down there doing some illegal business. Let's go.
As time goes on.
That was really something to say, to witness that image today. Matt Rivers back with us tonight. And Matt, this notion that the cartel itself turning over these suspects, really a stark reminder of what we know from all of our reporting through the years of the power of these cartels.
No question, and the Gulf Cartel is among the most powerful criminal organizations in the entire country. And if they did, in fact, turn over some of their own, knowing they would be detained by police, not worried about what those suspects would then say during interrogation, David, I think it says a lot about this group's power.
Listen, the cartel don't look like that. Like, oh, what if they rat on us? Or what if they snitch? It's just too many cartel members to have to worry about what 4 of them are going to say. Out here in the great country of the USA, it's a little bit different. The cops will come for everyone. The police will come for everyone. The government will come get everyone. In Mexico, it's not like that. You gave us 5 people that you said did it. All right, they did it. Case closed. Done deal. Move on to the next. They're not going to investigate all the way to the top. And even if they do, they'll never get to the top. There'll be more deaths before that happens. So it's not like USA.
Both in Matamoros and beyond.
Well, you would know Matt Rivers, who has reported from Mexico for years. Matt, thank you.
All right, I guess that video is done. Listen, this concludes this. I don't think those people were down there buying a BBL, a new ass. I think they were down there buying dope. Their Spanish wasn't up to par, and the Mexican cartel thought they were, opposition and probably smoked them, and found out that it was too late. Found out there were innocent people, or maybe found out that there were Americans when it was too late, and let the other 2 people survive. But let that be a lesson to everybody out here. Don't go into Mexico trying to buy drugs if you don't have a plug. Okay, and even if you have a plug, 50-50 that things might not turn out the way they should be or the way you're expecting them to be, right? But other than that, the cartel knows that they don't kill Americans. It is what it is. You guys already heard what I said. I don't want to keep rambling off. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go over to the original page at The Hater World. We got a lot of shit coming over there. And also hit the website up at www.thehaterworld.com. Other than that, this has been an episode of Blue Devil Reacts. We got another one coming tomorrow, so make sure you come through. We out.